thinking back on that set, the maps they played on, we saw it was like Ship-Shaped Tower and Zones, Umami, I believe.
There was a Humpback Rainmaker as well.
Yeah. Those just seemed like very snowbally ones that, you know, even without the cooler that Mickey Mart's not using, they just seem to snowball it their way. Just raw fighting potential that they show.
Yeah, that's the number one thing that we've seen there. And Mickey Mart is like more or less like two to three strong slayers. Like Pinscher's always been a pretty decent slayer. Pepe is like, I have so many good things to say about Pepe. I've been talking about how strong Pepe is since like before Riptide as well. I remember watching Pepe play in a tournament quite some time ago, and I was losing my mind so much that Pepe watched it back later and saw, literally I was screaming at his gameplay, because to me, I didn't know who he was before then. And it stood out to me so much that it was just notable in that direction, right? So I'm glad he's finally getting the recognition at this tournament. For that skill level as well. And Len on top of that, I don't think Len really got to show everything that he has at the last LAN he went to as well, Riptide. He was in that top cut as well with Thembo IHOP.
We took him out, actually.
Yeah, we took Len out of that tournament. And like, he's so strong. And like, full disclosure, like, our strategy around that set was just watch out for Len. Don't let him do Len things.
Exactly. Just make sure he can't kill, because otherwise they won't move.
Yeah. Because he just creates openings for everybody else in the way that he plays.
I'm very curious. I'm glad this Mickey Mart team has been doing good. It feels like they finally found people, all of them individually found people that they can finally, you know, show their stuff with. As we head into grand finals, the first set, yeah, we see that the double cooler option. I guess they're going to try to keep up with their pace, or maybe even outpace them. I guess it's what they're trying to do here as their angle.
Yeah, getting right into this one here. It's going to be Splatoons on Mako Mart. That is that grand finals counter pick first map staple here. So Pepe running right in, getting that pick onto that. Got to get that splash ball out of the way here. Going to push down to the bottom left here. Every member of InControl Red Sun is being taken on one-on-one. All these different angles. Don't worry about it. We're going to take them on. Just wait a second.
And here I thought Mickey Mart was going to get a wake-up call from INC Red Sun. Turns out they already had their alarms on, and we see two down again. Was there a cooler out yet? Like, I saw the Zap Pop one. I don't think anyone grabbed it, though.
Pepe going to drop here, not quite getting ahead there.
What?
Getting the pick on two. It's going to stay alive. It's not even a trade. Just ran into their base. It's going to spot out the last one there. It's just going to be Nico who's stuck in this Kraken, and that is sure utter doom for them. But that did cause Pepe to drop. I'm surprised they didn't just opt to stay in the plant and let the others handle it from that situation there, because that was such a great position for them. 20 points left on the board. Len's going to pop that bubble up ahead. They do spot that flank coming in from behind on Pika. They are going to go down as well. That's just going to be Nico left on the zone. They're not going to get the pick. It's the bag from Len, but that is the cap. That will be game.
What did we just watch? What did we just watch? This is grand. This isn't a full stage.
Mickey Mart is like playing this non-negotiable, right? Like they want this.
This is a get us out of here in 3 games kind of deal that they see. Wow. Oh wow. That's
Look at Len. No, this not happening. Pepe's too nice to even BM. He's just like, I'm doing this because everyone else.
Oh man, INC Red Sun gonna have to hit the drawing, the board again, and like immediately, because wow, 0 to 100s don't happen like that on luck.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, that. Let's just put that one back in the closet there. What was working before was doing a lot better. I have sort of talked about this philosophy a little bit here, but I feel like the community as a whole, and even we're guilty of it, like we tend to look at failures and we go, okay, let's change the weapons rather than the approach. And I think that is a bit of a flawed thought of being when, if things can work and you're confident that they can, I think you should just try and push that a little bit harder rather than resorting to like this specifically.
You sound like you're speaking from experience, so I don't really like that.
Not, well, a little bit, yeah. Like, and I've told you this too, but for us, I think it makes a little bit of sense, but I've seen it in coaching as well too. A lot of teams that they just realize that things aren't going their way, and no matter what they're playing weapon-wise doesn't seem to work, and they just keep going for the weapons and the weapons and the weapons and the weapons. And I think a lot of times we just need to stick through those losses and realize what we can change aside from that. And switching that much isn't gonna change the whole game, right? You're still the same player behind the freaking gun, right? So that's just the reality of the situation in my eyes.
Right. And as we see here, InControl Red Sun opting for that Barnacle and Dime Splat zones. Very, very far zone in the middle of the map. Looks like they're trying to go for a more lockout-heavy approach, I suppose.
Yeah, that's definitely the lockout map of this tournament. I'm definitely feeling a little bit more regret for not contesting that one, being in the map pool a little bit. But look, it didn't bite me in the butt too much today, just a little bit. And that's okay. So I think they're very confident in their initial fight, but they do have to win it once again, because you did see that first game. Mickey Mart did not let up whatsoever. Like, Pepe was up, like, literally on their shoulders.
It was very crucial that they took out the two non-cooler users immediately.
Yeah.
And then Pika getting caught out pretty early, and then Beam didn't even drop yet, to be honest.
I think what didn't help them as well is that they took basically almost 4 different angles at the beginning of that game. If they go in together, they understand that that's the way that Mickey Mart has been playing so far, because you did just see all 4 of them react at the same time to the same player. And once that fight was done, all right, let's move up. Let's feed them into one area of the map.
As we get into the second game here, Red Sun, let's see what cards you pull out this time. Yeah, we're back on our standard.
Yep. Though we do see the 52 gal there. That's going to have the killer whale.
Ooh, yeah. Looks like I've always thought 1 Zuka into 2 is kind of a rough sell. So this 52 gal is probably going to pay off for Nico a bit.
Yeah, I do think that killer whale might be there as well, just to try and deal with Arito a little bit and just force them to change positions, because we've seen Arito get in these really good lockout states and just being great support for that. But that 52 gal is going to be playing rather aggressively. It's just going to be that ball point left to cap the zone against Arito as Len gets back into this. That jump is going to get
Katniss
that
Everdeen is in the chat.
All right. I mean, how do I even top that, right? Like,
that was like a full 90-degree angle upwards. It was crazy.
I miss my glory days, I must say. So Arito is going to get into this area here. Does spot Pika, who is, that's just going to be chip on chip on chip on chip. You're not going to be able to get out of that without somebody with you. What?
Oh, Pepe just turned Nico's head into paste.
Who put you on the mic?
I don't know. We see the jetpack pop early, trying to create space. Members of InControl coolered up as well, taking their snipe back. We see the strikes from Pika, although getting rushed down. Trade from Pika and a member of Mickey Mart, although still holding strong here. Bubble, BP can't move up. 2 down, 3 down. I think that might be a wrap, ladies and gentlemen.
Len is probably just sitting there bagging. Why did we pan away from him? So Arito is going to be sitting here in this great position. They only have 10 seconds to go. They don't want to stand on top of the zone. They just want to stop the other members. They do see them leaking in from the right side here. Pika's going to go down. That is going to be game 2. We are 1 game away from seeing a very, very clean sweep coming out of Mickey Mart.
Mickey Mart feeling themselves right now, trying to get the crowd hyped. Jeez, man. If I'm Red Sun, we got to figure something out immediately.
I want the camera to pan to them, and I want them to do more Sonic the Hedgehog motions. Like, oh, wait. Come on, Len. Come on. Ah. I was so excited. I was so excited for a second. But they do seem to be rather clocked in. They realize the situation that they're in now. Because it's very dire. They're like, hey, we could get out of here. We could win the whole freaking thing in just a matter of 5 minutes. So, like, that's the point where maybe my legs would probably get a little bit shaky, get a little nervous, but you can see they're very excited about it.
I'm thinking about what they could be doing differently. I think they got to get more, I think how Shai put it, he was talking about it earlier, they really don't have anything to move that bow.
Yeah.
And that's like their living beacon that gets them in and out of these fights so cleanly. So maybe a switch of an anchor could help. Maybe a map that has really bad sidelines for the bow could help. But like, we're down to this. We gotta start pulling straws here, I think.
Yeah, and usually my response to that kind of thing
What? What? What?
Doughboy has dropped me an orange peel. I don't really know why. And fully on the...
He looked like he, like, it was probably good, too, the way he left it.
He was... I'm not going to say that. Anyway. What were we saying? Oh, yeah. The bow is a rough matchup for almost anything in this game because of the... That smells good. Because I can shoot around walls. You just have to hop a little bit there. And chargers do have to watch out for that kind of thing because it's not going to be as open. Well, Popgun can stay at home and take care of his kids and not worry about what I'm doing. They told me Popgun wants me to eat this. Will you eat it?
No. What? Definitely not.
What did I do to you, Popgun? That's not right.
Train of thought out the window. I don't even remember what we were talking about.
This is game, set, match, and I've just been handed it like a prop. And that I'm supposed to, like, this is like Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Oh my gosh, we're in Mickey Mart, Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. This is what are the mystery mouse tool?
Yeah, an item we're gonna use later.
It's a surprise tool for later.
But I don't know how much later we got. I mean, we're down 2. I don't think there will be a later.
Well, we were just saying a second ago this could go to bracket reset, but they do really have to clean up here.
Mm-hmm.
I will say this didn't get streamed, but Mickey Mart absolutely played us on this one. It was. I don't want to remind you, we lost in overtime, and it was feeling pretty good for us. It was feeling good for us for the most part.
I don't want anyone to tell me Big Bubbler's not good. That special is so obscene with how much HP it has.
Bro does not put me on Junior, though.
Well, we'll see when we get back home.
All right. Well, looks like a lot of discussion is still happening here. You definitely see a lot of... Red Sun is feeling pretty tense. This thing is just getting continuously moist. Okay, I'm going to put that down.
I was surprised you just kept holding on to it.
It's like dissolving. The orange peel like dissolving in my hand.
Yeah, Rainmaker Crab Leg. What? I mean, Red Sun showed pretty dominant control over Final Fantasy that last set on it. So maybe it's a lucky pick. Maybe you're just picking a map you really like. I can't tell. I don't know them, but I think they can make it happen. Still, they still have a way to go for this set. But if any team can do it, I believe it's them.
Yeah, I'm pretty much in agreement with you there.
Wiper.
Finally.
This guy took a page from me, I swear.
No, Shy went up there. He was like, you guys are losing, and it's embarrassing me. Pika, how could you?
Yikes. Yeah, we see here, no more Zap. We're back. We're doing Pencil stuff. Pencil is, the predominant backline of this game right now with how it's both a backline and a support. And right off the rip, we got one down for each team on each side. Whale going out, getting a pick onto the Wiper. Beam going in for a fight now on the shot instead of the Zap. Shot, very more predominant fighting weapon over Zap. And we see just them running for the fish truck. Or not.
Not quite getting it. It does look like Nico was able to get there just in time. Wait, never mind. That was somebody. I don't know how they went down there. Len is going to be able to stop that, though, at least. Does have that Rainmaker popped. But from here, it's kind of an awkward angle. You don't really like picking up the Rainmaker from such a low ground. Though, with that being said, Arito getting chased individually by Nico. Len can only catch up so far with those short little T-Rex arms that Blaster has. Does have that bubble ready, but is going to choose to go down with it. And I think that's what I would have probably done there either, instead of wasting it in an opportunity like that.
Now, the unfortunate problem about Wiper is it's very good at dealing with these front lines. However, you have a hammer attached to you. Not the best special in the world, but Nico buying enough time for them to start getting some points here.
Yeah, this is quite a bit. They've actually gotten quite some distance on the grates there. That's going to be going down to 24 there. Len is kind of now in a bit of a rough spot there. He's probably going to have to rely on the bubble a lot more for these fights now that they're dealing with a bit of a pencil here. It does not give you that much leeway as a ballpoint would have. So I do like this approach that they've been having here. But you do see Len kind of struggling a little bit on this map here, trying to reach the correct angles that he's been able to so far in these sets. Looks like there was a bit of a flank or a jump in off screen there, but now Red Sun really is in a great position to just keep going there, and that's thermal ink on the torps for Nico. I like that.
Unfortunately, that looked like the setup for a perfect triple for Nico. We're whiffing on Len a bit. We see the pop here on the side of Mickey Mart. Zuka coming out. Trades coming out. Hammer strikes. Everything in the playbook that you could imagine. Len forced to jump out. And finally, InControl Red Sun getting some control for a bit.
Yeah, it looks like Pika is going to be grabbing this Rainmaker once again,
Ouch.
trying to dodge those shots, is going to get away from it. It's still advantageous overall, but they just can't wipe like that. They can't keep doing that. Though they did have Cooler from the looks of it, so it's not the end of the world, but Mickey Mart does have quite some distance to go.
The check!
This is top level Splatoon! Why did you skip that? What is happening in this? How did you miss the The checkpoint was right there, man!
Oh man, InControl Red Sun, what an opportunity for them. Still somehow 2 down on each side of the team. Nico getting directed actually, forcing another jump on the other teammate. Len only one out here really, to be honest. And wow, what a blunder from Mickey Mart, to be honest.
I'm gonna cry. So Red Sun now back on that Rainmaker. Crim picking the low ground for these fights, which I do quite like. Doesn't let people flank you so easily because there's just less angles overall that people can approach you from. So getting that team fight, not quite getting Pepe. How did that quickly become a 3 down? I don't get it. Pika's just going to be the only one left there, is holding it down. Mickey Mart is now once again in a position to work through this, but it feels like maybe they're a little bit shaken after that blunder.
Maybe so, but Len, cool as a cucumber, to be honest, over here on this right side, just demolishing anyone that crosses his way. We see Zuka popped early, Red Sun members having to hold down this area on the top side. Pincher inching closely and closer. Could not take out Pika. Pika from the underside, pushing up now. Len holding them, and another wipe basically. Len having to jump out, and the Red Sun still, keep it in the third game.
Yeah, Red Sun is doing a pretty good job defensively. They do have to worry. I think they got a bit of a scare there, even though they didn't get that checkpoint before. It looked like they could have taken the lead if they did have it. So that is a bit of a threat on its own. That Rainmaker shot going to go off the map, and Pincher as well is going to go down there. It's just going to be Pepe with that Zuka out. Though Pika's had a very good angle to just rain down some shots and keep things as aggressive as possible, and that's sometimes the best defense you can have on a mode like Rainmaker. Pepe really just going right for it though, saying, hey, all right, I see an opening, I'm going to take it, I'm going to get on this top right here, I see somebody dropping, I'm going to get that pick as well. That Zuka's going to come out, they're going to be able to chain this one-on-one, get into the right position there, going to Zuka right from their spawn. This is going to be the lead, they're going to get it, this is going to be the knockout, and that's going to be it!
Wait, we're still going!
Somehow. They stood up! They got out of their chairs! Get back to play, guys! There's 3 seconds left! Pick up the Rainmaker, somebody's side! It's Pika!
Oh, Crimson Shadow's barely getting the tap shots off. And just like that, we're going to need a Hail Mary and a half to get through this game.
Oh, I don't even know what's happening anymore. What are these teams doing today?
It's all ego. It's all ego speaking for them right now. No one's in. Everyone's just egoing.
They have to knock out. They only have like 20 seconds on that Rainmaker?
A little over 30 to be honest, I think.
I think that's a wrap, guys. Len's here.
Pika, you gotta get out of there! Pika, you gotta move!
Oh,
nice taps from Crim, but the bow.
What a game and what a set. What am I looking at right now? Len taking his first big dub at a LAN with Pepe and Pincher, Arito. Who would have thought this would have happened? Me a little bit, low-key. Okay. What? You could hear the crowd from here chanting Mickey Mart. They are so hyped to see this team win, and what a just victory for them as well. So we are going to be going into it a bit later for a player interview. It's not going to be conducted by us, I don't think. Definitely not. Either way, Mickey Mart is going to be your Genesis X champions for Splatoon, very closely followed by Red Sun. But like, I don't even know what I'm feeling. What are you feeling, Soren?
2 things. One, how do we always lose to the tournament winners in a bracket? I feel like that hasn't been a non-thing for like 2 years now.
Yeah.
And 2, just solid overall. I think a team like that where it's just people who came together and finally found what they click. They started winning weeklies like SOS and Proving Grounds, they were playing the paddling pools too,
Yeah.
and like to take it to this level, like a LAN tournament, and show that like they won dominantly. They won 3-0 every set basically.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Did they? They only lost that one game to Red Sun, did they?
Yes.
And we were so close. We could have had that on our Sendo bios.
Yeah.
We took a game.
But just like winning and then winning like that.
Yeah.
It's just.
What on earth?
Well,
What if that was like a mental warfare play of them?
Maybe.
So like, oh, we don't even know what the checkpoint is. We're still gonna win. Yeah. So anyway, I think they're very dimly telling us to wrap it up out there. Yes. Yes. Okay. All right. All right. Oh. Ooh. Okay. Yes. So I'm so excited. We get to do an ad.
I love ads.
I love ads.
Ads make the world go round.
All right.
And here we got.
All right, so 10/0 merch. Check out 10/0's officially licensed merchandise from your favorite fighting games. Premium quality pieces, featuring designs inspired by some of the most iconic series in the FGC.
Outwear, hoodies, sweatshirts, tees, beanies, and much, much more. We work with artists from the community to create entirely unique and exclusive artwork for many of our designs. Hit buttons in style at your next tournament. Visit 10ogg/merch or scan the QR code now and find the perfect piece for you.
I really do like these as well. I'm a sucker for windbreakers, so like this one has been kind of appealing to me. I'm not actually, it's a pressure windbreaker. I'm not really sure where that's from, but I kind of wanted to swear it and be a poser.
I'm not too versed in the fighting game, I guess, world, but I see some designs from, Fatal Fury and Capcom fighting Street Fighter, and those always look nice.
Yeah.
They know how to make style with those.
I do like the involvement of communities in designing merch for the games. I feel like when it comes as well, sometimes when it's direct from the dev, I'm like, but like collaborating with the artist is always the way to go because people tend to lean towards artist fan art anyways, right? So I think it's a win-win for everyone, and I'm glad that more communities are doing that. So
right.
Hell yeah.
Great.
All right.
Stick around for a bit. I believe we're having that player interview. Don't know who's conducting it.
We're gonna make Brush do it, I think. Yeah.